understanding your inner leader is looking back at your life, reflecting. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are those things that you did that helped you to succeed? Feedback helps you get diverse perspectives on how you react, on how you engage in conversations, on how you interact with others. Mindfulness practice, a practice that helps you stay present. It helps you to be aware of what's happening, of what triggers your emotions and your behavior. And sometimes being mindful is just about taking that deep breath in the midst of that meeting so that you're not just everywhere lost in your thoughts, but you are present. And being present will actually impact your leadership because it fosters empathy. It can help you to be able to connect with others really genuinely. Being present can make a whole lot of difference. Hello everyone, welcome to Journey with me. I'm your host Bimbo Mesele. This month is dedicated to learning about effective leadership. And last week I shared that whether you're leading a team or leading an organization, the first person to lead is yourself. So today we're going to be looking at discovering your inner leader, strategies for personal and professional growth. And today we're going to be learning how discovering your inner leader would help you lead, whether it's a team, it's a family, it's an organization, it's a church, whatever form of leading you're doing. Connecting with your inner leader is the first step. Now, connecting with your inner leader is learning about your strengths, your weaknesses, what has helped you succeed so far, what were those pivotal moments of your life, and what did you do about it. I remember recently connecting with one of the person involved in our coaching program. And one of the things that I was, on one of the coaching calls, one of the things that I was helping her to do was to reflect on the important moments in our life, and how did she transition through these moments? How did she land the success, that she experienced at that moment of her life? And, for some people, it might be autonomy. So you want to consider yourself right now. What has helped you succeed so far? It's about understanding your inner leader. For someone, it might be autonomy. That at those pivotal moments of your life, you took on the steering wheel of your life and you led yourself to that success. For someone else, it might be accountability, that you're able to speak to someone, that you're embarking on a project or starting something and you need to be accountable. That might be what would be responsible for your success. For someone else, it might be just surrounding yourself or placing yourself in a thriving environment of like-minded people. So understanding your inner leader is looking back at your life, reflecting. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are those things that you did that helped you to succeed? And if you can understand that trend, you will be able to know how to take important decisions in your life so that you can always define your outcomes, whether it's success, whether it's significance, or whether it's legacy. So studying, looking back at your life and what has helped you so far would help you become a better and more effective leader. And to truly understand, your inner leader, one of the things to consider today is self-awareness. Now, what's self-awareness? Self-awareness, again, has to do with reflecting, understanding your strengths, your weaknesses, your behaviors, and how it impacts others. Understanding your strengths, understanding your weaknesses, and how understanding your strengths, your weaknesses, and your behaviors, and how it impacts, when you relate with others. What are the things that would help you to be self-aware? Because self-awareness is a very critical component of effective leadership. Every leader who is self-aware is able to lead himself or herself and lead teams, organizations, or whatever it is that you are doing at every point in time. Now, what are the things that will help you to improve your self-awareness? The first thing is reflect. Now, I'm going to give you action points at the end of this podcast, but let's go to it. Reflect. Take 10 minutes every day to reflect. What were your successes? What were the weak points? How did it impact on your behavior, especially yourself and how you lead others. The second thing is to seek feedback. Now, feedback helps you get diverse perspectives on how you react, on how you engage in conversations, on how you interact with others. What's the other thing that you can do? Mindfulness. Mindfulness practice, a practice that helps you stay present. It helps you to be aware, of what's happening, of what triggers your emotions and your behavior. And sometimes being mindful is just about, taking that deep breath in the midst of that meeting, so that you're not just everywhere, lost in your thoughts, but you are present. And being present will actually impact your leadership, because it fosters empathy. It can help you to be able to connect with others really genuinely. Being present can make a whole lot of difference. So self-reflection, seeking feedback, and mindfulness will help you a whole deal to be self-aware. And why is self-awareness important? The first thing is effective communication. Self-aware leaders are able to connect with others. Self-aware leaders, because they understand themselves, are able to empathize with others, really connect with them, and it improves connection. Helps self-aware leaders are able to communicate clearly. Okay, it improves. Second thing is that it improves decision making. Self-aware leaders understand their strengths and weaknesses, and they understand when they need to take on tasks. They understand when they need to delegate. Self-aware leaders really are able to take well-informed decisions. Self-aware leaders are people who thrive in beautiful relationships. So being self-aware fosters excellent relationship, because you understand your strengths and your weaknesses, your behaviors, and how it plays in your interaction with others. You're able to build meaningful relationships. And self-awareness also leads to personal growth. The more you become self-aware, you are truly growing. Knowing yourself is truly growing. Now, what are the strategies for self-awareness? The first thing is active reflection. You cannot be too busy to self-reflect every day. At the end of each day, you want to take 5-10 minutes to just reflect on how your day has gone and how you responded. I do this almost every day, and it's a brilliant thing to do. How did you respond in that meeting? How did you respond to that person? Now, it's not just about the big organizations. One-on-one talk with people. How did you respond? As you begin to take note of your strengths, your weaknesses, and how you respond in meetings, how you respond in one-on-one conversations with people, you're able to grow. I shared with you that self-aware leaders actually are people who grow. It impacts a whole lot on your personal growth. So active reflection daily. The second thing is seek feedback, solicit feedback, and be open-minded. You should not solicit feedback from people with the intention to answer them immediately. So solicit feedback, actively seek constructive feedback from people. It gives you diverse perspectives on how you relate with people, and it's very important. The third thing you want to do is journal. Every day, take time to document your behavior, your emotions, how you're feeling about something. Someone upsets you, someone said something wrong to you. How did you react? Take time, to journal. It helps you really understand what triggers your emotions. It helps you to understand what maybe gets you flared up. For some people it's once. For some people, especially people who are autonomous, once people cross, that boundary, they really just flare up. So you want to journal. You're going to take account of what are those things in reflection. It goes with reflecting every day, but you want to write it down. What are those things? How did you react? How did you behave? What are the things that trigger your emotions? You want to take note of it. And the final thing is professional development. Actively enroll for courses, webinars, listen to podcasts that teach you a whole lot more about self-awareness and effective leadership. Now let's get to our action points. This week, just 3 of them. The first thing is reflect and journal. I'm inviting you today to set out 10 minutes each day for self-reflection. This practice will help you gain deeper insight into your inner leader and it will foster personal growth. So every day, actively set aside 10 minutes to reflect. The second action point for this week is seek feedback. Speak to a colleague, a mentor, a leader in your organization, in your sphere of influence, and actively ask for honest feedback. You know what this will do? It will show you areas for improvement. It will also give you insight into your self-awareness. When you seek feedback from people, you know where you need to improve yourself. And the third thing is practice mindfulness. 5 to 10 minutes every day to just settle in and think deep. Mindfulness helps you to be present. And mindfulness doesn't have to be in the morning or in the evening. During the day, you can just set out time, take a walk. Mindfulness also, you can sit, if you want to, that's for meditation. Sometimes just taking a walk and being present, it helps you a whole lot to be self-aware. So what are the action points? The first thing, reflect and journal 10 minutes every day. Actively seek for feedback, from peers, from mentors, from colleagues. And the third thing is practice mindfulness. Remember, before you speak about effectively leading teams or organizations or whatever your sphere of influence you're in, leading yourself is the first thing. And today we talked about discovering your inner leader. It's important to be able to reflect and look back at your journey. What has brought you thus far? What were the things that you did at those pivotal moments of your life? If you're able to take account of those times, then you know how to effectively act when you are in those times in the future. And a key part of understanding your inner leader is self-awareness. Self-awareness. So take time all through this week before I join you again next week to just think deep, reflect about your life. Self-aware leaders make better and well-informed decisions. Self-aware leaders communicate effectively. Self-aware leaders build stronger relationships, and self-aware leaders truly grow in different areas of your life. Until I come your way again next week, get to these action points. They will make a whole lot of difference. And please, yes, like, subscribe. We want to hear from you. What other topics would you want us to share with you all through these months that we're diving deep into effective leadership? I want to hear how this has helped you. And please share so that someone else can grow and be more effective in their leadership, leading themselves, leading teams,